Hi, my name is Bianca Morrow, and welcome to the 2018 Lowell Kinetic Sculpture Race. As you can see behind me, all the machines are lining up. It is a beautiful day here in Lowell, Massachusetts, and this race is going to be bigger and better and more spectacular than ever. Have a wonderful day.
Here, who's made a brand new machine. The past 2 years he was the iconic flying fish. This year he is the cosmic cruiser. He's been working really hard, and he's got a different kind of setup that's going on. And he's working with, who are your pilots?
My co-pilots are my two daughters, Olivia and Fiona from Lowell High. They're junior and senior.
We brought the Squirtle Squad, and so it's basically a giant Blastoise, which is a Pokemon character. We tested it on water and just regular streets.
It represents a 500-pound alligator snapping turtle. We came here from Catonsville, Maryland, just a little 400-mile trip, and hopefully we're here to ace today. We'll see what happens. It's made completely out of recycled materials. I'm hopeful it'll get through sand and mud today. I'm a little concerned with water because of the wind. The design of this is a giant parachute, so the wind may take it downriver, but we'll see.
Our vehicle is called Silver Streak, and it's based upon the movie of the same name. It's been tested in the mud and the water several times. It's all steel, yeah, and it only weighs about 215 pounds total.
This is Where's Waldo? It's a four-man vehicle from Baltimore that was brought up to Lowell for the race. And we are attempting the ACE Award, which means no outside help from anybody else. We made it through last year. We're going to try again this year.
He's playing on the Lowell theme here. And we have Lowell's native son, Jack Kerouac, along with the other beats. A lot of the parts are stuff that we find, and I'm very good at scavenging. So as you mentioned, last year I did a solo project, fell down a whole bunch, won the awards for the best wipeouts. This year I'm a little more stable.
Coming through, coming through. They're going to turn a little bit. Sorry.
This is a family event in Lowell. I want everybody to enjoy themselves, and again, welcome to the city of Lowell. And now I'd like to introduce the man to give the oath, Mr. Tom Golden, Representative Tom Golden.
Let's get ready to rumble! You shall repeat after me. I will have fun for the glory. Welcome to the city of Lowell, you crazy and zany cats. Get back, get moving. Let's hear it one more time for these guys. Make the roof blow up the city of Lowell.
We want to thank a few people here, Bianca and I. We've got Wachusett Bruin, who has absolutely been wonderful through all this. We'd like to thank Nancy Donahue, please.
Always.
Give a big round of applause. These are the people who helped make this race happen. Telecommunications. Obviously, the city of Lowell. And BRM Production Management. Thank you. Okay, so we are about to start the race. On your mark, get set.
Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling the blood. So follow me, follow, down to the hollow. Ladies and gentlemen, what's rule number 1? I will have fun! Woo! Silver Streak, they obviously have a high pedal power ratio. It's not giving a lot of speed.
60, 60, 70 years old, you can do anything you want to.
I just want to wish you the best of luck. I know he sat in this mud a long time last year.
You can do it. You have the alien glasses on. That is all the power that you need, sir. You can do this. Come on, Squirtle. Use your Pokemon. It's a good one day.
I'm providing some encouragement. The Squirtle's going down.
Phil competed in the Baltimore Kinetic Sculpture Race in May, so he is a veteran. Yes, he's got this. Great job, Phil.
From Lawrence, Massachusetts, Neptune's Whip. Here they come, Neptune's whipping into the thing. Look how fast they come. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh, the trailer became discombobulated.
This is my favorite event. They've started it when I was mayor. This is the 3rd year that they've had it. It's my favorite event of the year. It gets better and better every year, and for some reason, it's always a perfect day, and this is no exception.
We wouldn't be around if it weren't for Ed Kennedy. He supported us from the beginning, and we would not be here without his support. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for all the work that you've done on this. And hopefully you'll be here for the next 25 years.
I'm hoping so. Right now we are about 45 minutes from the beginning of the water obstacle. About half of the machines have arrived so far, so they're taking a break, blowing up their flotation devices, and everyone is chilling out to some wonderful music on a perfect day.
So from the start of the race, we hit the mud obstacle pit. We were the third competitors in, and then we hit the mud. One of our wheels tacoed. We came around. We're here waiting. We were the second team to get here to the water, and yeah, we're just tired, but we're gonna keep on working.
Finally! Yay! All girls. The horsepower from the girls got me through. I'm really happy. Well, we haven't water tested. This will be our first time in the water. I'm confident that according to math, we should be able to float. Hopefully I've got the weight distributed evenly enough and the flotation distributed evenly enough. I went heavy on the back since my daughters are on the back. Definitely want to keep them afloat. Front, I think, is okay with all the air in that big old fat tire, but we'll see. And we got a propeller attached to the front wheel and paddle wheels on the back wheels. So I'm hoping we're going to have a comfortable cruise on the river.
I expect to go into this river, and then I'm hoping not to flip over in the river. I have a high center of gravity, and it's very windy today. In all the testing we've done, the wind would try to flip this machine upside down. So I've been working really hard all day cutting holes in the top of it.
I just hope everybody has a great time today. Enjoy yourself. And let's look forward to the next 25 kinetic sculpture races going forward. Thank you.
So we all got together, and from February to May, we built this, and then we drove it to California, raced it there, lifts out of the water, and then we're able to pedal through real fast. A little bit bigger. The obstacles are a little bit different. They have sand dunes there rather than mud, which is why we couldn't go through the mud this year, because this thing's really built to tackle sand dunes. So we came up with the idea, the team was talking like, all right, we're going to take this to California to represent the Lowell race and represent New England, and we were kicking around a couple ideas of like, oh, we could be like the Minutemen militia or like other very New England things. We were trying to come up with some way we could be like millwrights for Lowell, but we finally came up with like lobsters. Lobsters are super New England, and it would represent. Everyone kept asking if we were from Maine, because on the side it said Lowell MA, and everyone's like, MA, is that Maine? So we finally wrote in MASS to be like, no, we're from Massachusetts.
Through the and he did very well. We're swimming down here, guys.
Well, where's Waldo's approaching the beach here?
Where's Waldo is about to get out of the water, guys. Yeah, the Cosmic Cruiser, you know, those ones that look like they're from outer space. They got the alien goggles on and everything. From the bananas.
Oh! They lost the crank. He's going in.
He's going in after it. He is committed.
He got it.
Come on, Lottery!
Got this. Got it. Nice.
Make sure Marshall or direct hit pro, we need everybody move off to the side. They're going to start parking all the men up there.
Nice job.
Good push, girl. Push him up top.
First year, I went to the Kinetic Sculpture Race and I fell in love with it. The sculptures, the ingenuity, the family-friendly atmosphere. So I decided that the following year I was going to actually volunteer my time at the race, and I decided to be a marshal. Well, I ended up being a banana on a bike. And it was a fantastic time. And once again, I decided to again do it this year, but I decided to do the water venue. Having a great time, and it's so family friendly, and everything about this event is just absolutely colorful, and it brings out such a wonderful community, and that's why I like it so much.
It's all good with a talk.
The day's going great. We made it most of the way to the water without issue, and we lost one of the pedals leaving the water, so we made it all the way back from the water on 3 guys.
The day has been excellent. The weather's been fun. We've had wonderful time with the crowds, and the course has been challenging enough, but we still made it through all the obstacles.
It went very well. We finished and we conquered every obstacle. Through Kinetics, I've learned to weld, I've learned to engineer, I've learned to work on mechanical things. I've learned to be an artist, and I had none of those things before I started.
First getting through the mud was huge. That felt so great to finally be able to make it through the mud. But then as we were approaching the beach, it's like, we got this, no problem. We handled the mud. And we got about 2 feet up the beach and the chain came off in the front and I couldn't get it to go back on. It was just a huge struggle to get through that sand, and I was at a point where I was about to give up. And the girls kept pushing. Michael Roundy came up and gave us some pep talk, and we ended up pulling it through, made it up. I'm glad that we're gonna finally get an ace. That'll be awesome. But other than that, I don't know. I'm in it for the fun, you know, for the glory.
We had a number of racers and builders, as well as moms of teams that helped to make some of our trophies this year. This one, created by Kim Little. She also created the Speed Award. Absolutely amazing. We also had Jay Hungate, who made an award for us, the Twisted Sprocket Award. We had Rick Steck, who was a part of a team and has been very influential with kinetic racing for the past few years. He made a couple of awards. We had Carl Henderson, who made an award. Let me see who else we got. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'd also like to thank the UMass Lowell Art and Design Fab Lab, who helped in the creation of a lot of these also. So the Golden Dinosaur is awarded to either the first sculpture to break down or the most memorable breakdown. Golden Dinosaur Award is going to Neptune's Whip, who broke down they broke right down. Back it says, the Golden Dinosaur Award is bestowed upon the team who had the most memorable breakdown. Congratulations on a job well done. Best costume. So this award is awarded to by the fashion police, who keep the criteria a very closely closeted secret. This can be worn. So there's a little hook on here, so you can take this off, and it has a little back on there. So you can hang this on the wall, and then you can wear your kinetic mask, but you can also hang it back up, okay? So this award is going to the Cosmic Cruisers. Jay Hungate. Good job, Jay.
So the Golden Flipper Award is awarded to the sculpture with the most interesting water entry. All right, this was made by Rick Steck. He has a very dark sensibility. This is awarded to the roly-poly fish heads. Judges mentioned to me that they thought it was kind of funny that they had to go in and kind of fish out the head of their sculpture. So just throwing that out there. The art judges category includes consideration of color, costumes, 2- and 3-dimensional artistic designs, kinetic emotion, humor, theatrical appeal, and mass crowd and media glory seeking. So this year's award is going to Kerouac Attack Pack.
All right, let's do. This is the engineering award awarded by the engineering judges. Category includes consideration of ingenious conquering of course obstacles through sculpture design, as well as any ingenious facet of the design that functions in a truly unique or glorious manner. And this is going from a new team that came up here, all the way up here from Baltimore, and that is Oh Snap. So Twisted Sprocket Award goes to the team that has either the most epic, how they went through the mud pit was amazing. Twisted Sprocket Award is going to The Lottery. This was made by Jay Hungate.
This year's best pit crew is going to Squirtle Squad. Nicely done, guys. So obviously it's the team that came second to last, but let me just read a little bit of what it says here. So it says, you came in first at being second to last. Congratulations, you're the best. So this award is going to Where's Waldo? So we have the Mad Marshals Award. So the Mad Marshals, they contend with all of the different teams and have to talk with them and help them out and all that kind of stuff. This year, they're giving it out to the UMass Lowell Rowdy River Rovers. Congratulations. Yay. Today, the Jungle Bike won People's Choice Award. Yay. So I think almost everybody here can agree was absolutely amazing today. Not only did they ace, but they came over 2,000 miles to make it here to the race. Silver Streak is the Pilot's Choice Award. Yeah. Please give them a big round. The award of mediocrity, this year the award is going to, and it's always going to be a chicken. If you notice the symbol, it has a little hint of a beak on there, and it obviously has wings. That comes from the original race, which is a kinetic chicken. So this year the award is going to a sculpture and a team that actually went out to California. It's the Lobster Roll.
Come on.
However, this year, Jay Hungate did win an ACE award, so come on up. Cosmic Cruisers. Come on up. Bring your daughters up. They're now considered professors also.
All three.
It's bittersweet. It's a wonderful award because Jay has been trying for the past 2 years to try to ace, and he finally did it this year. And he was really close to not acing coming out of the water, but he pushed through and made it happen. So congratulations to the three of you.
Thank you.
Yes. So David Clement has been coming up for the past 3 years. He the first year he soloed with one of his friends. He was a solo pilot. He aced that year. He was actually the ace champion. David last year also was here as the worst with another team, and which was a similar sculpture that he had. And I believe you aced last year also. And now you have aced once again. So I guess this course is a little easy for you. We're going to make it a little harder next year. Okay. Silver Streak also aced today. So Scott and Pam, come on up. I believe, have you aced before in other races?
Yes, we have.
Okay, so you are already considered either professor or doctor, I suspect, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yep. Aced. Phil Smith, come on up. Oh, snap. Nicely done. Congratulations. Ace Champion is really the highest award you can possibly get at the Lowell Kinetic Sculpture Race. And so the judges really, in talking to them, they were like, yeah, we pretty much know who it's going to be. So this team, again, traveled over 2,000 miles to get here. It's Silver Streak. They won the Ace Champion Award. Congratulations. A huge round of applause to them, please.
Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for helping to keep inspiring year after year. So thank you. And please welcome back to the stage, Lily Black Band.
And thank you, Cobblestones, for hosting us.